Hello, my fellow PTA students. My name is Patrick Suiji, and I am nominating committee member of the APTA Student Assembly Board of Directors. It is my pleasure to introduce you and interview the candidates for Vice President of the 2021 and the 2022 Student Assembly Board of Directors. Candidates, please start by introducing yourselves.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mackenzie LeBlanc. I'm a third-year DPT student at LSU Health Shreveport. Go Tigers.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bridget Tran. I'm a second-year DPT student at Florida Gulf Coast University. Go Eagles.
Fantastic. Let's get started with the interview. First question, Mackenzie, why is it important for students to be engaged with APTA?
Oh, I love this question. Students are truly the future of our profession, and I feel like we all have a professional responsibility to just step forward and lead now, because we will be responsible for leading in the future. And I truly feel like we come from, such a legacy, and we're truly standing on the shoulder of giants. And I don't feel like we should let that just crumble. I feel like as students, we should just build up what has been done for us and truly allow our profession to progress forward. And it starts now as students. So, yeah.
Thank you. So, Bridget, next question is for you. How do you balance giving encouragement with giving constructive criticism?
I do believe this one can be tough at times. I think it is important for us as leaders to not only sing praises and to encourage our coworkers, peers, whoever we are working with, but also to give constructive criticism in order to improve performance, which would be probably our ultimate goal. The first steps in creating this balance is really creating a culture of trust for others to know us as leaders. We're here to empower them, to motivate and encourage them along the way, but we do need to make necessary adjustments when fitting. I also believe in the power of asking instead of telling. Perhaps the task isn't clear enough to those we're working with, and they just need to be told in a way they understand, kind of just like our future patients. And then also I was told this one really, really good viewpoint, use a developmental lens. So take the person out of the equation and critique them based on the body of work and the goals needed to be achieved. And then when we need to, bring the person back in when sharing the areas of development.
Thank you. So Mackenzie, back to you. Members of Student Assembly Board of Directors are constantly collaborating with each other to accomplish various tasks and projects. Describe the role you take on in the group settings in order to achieve this goal.
I think first off, I listen and I observe. I hear what others have to say, kind of get the vibe of the project or whatever is going on, and truly just figure out what the big goal is. And then once ideas are thrown out there, I'll contribute, and be creative at times. But once an idea is out there, my time to shine is when I can get that goal done and truly just be the go-getter. And whether it's creating initiative or it's, making things happen when it kind of seems impossible, that's kind of what I like to do. And so sometimes people will say things are very far-fetched, but I mean, nothing's really far-fetched if you put your mind to it. And so that's kind of where I come in and step up in group projects.
Thank you. Bridget, what is your leadership style and how would you use your skills to serve in the role of vice president?
So I had once heard this term, pace-setting leader, and I instantly knew that it kind of described what I set out to achieve as a leader. And I do feel that it would really complement the Student Assembly Board of Directors in fulfilling the missions and the tasks that we set out to do and achieve. So I'm therefore very driven and set the bar very high and want to push my teammates and those I work with to do the same, especially in a group such as Sabad with like-minded team members. We all have the energy and the desire to bring new ideas and changes to the APTA on behalf of students and wanting our voices to be heard. But I also do know that new styles of leaderships may have to come into play with differing team members, which is why I'm very open and flexible in changing my approach as well.
Thank you. So before we wrap up, so the student members can get to know a little bit more about you, I want to ask you a fun question. So could you all go again in the same order and answer this question? What would be the theme song to your life?
I think I'm gonna have to channel some Marvin Gaye here with Ain't No Mountain High Enough. While I have definitely put up with some long distance relationships and friendships, and it's been challenging, I also kind of take that Ain't No Mountain High Enough to like goals and realize that nothing is really unattainable. It's also my pump up song on test days. So ain't no mountain high enough, and no test cannot not be passed, I guess.
Thank you. Bridget?
And I would like to say I've had the time of my life and still am having the time of my life. I believe life's too short. So I truly try to live each day to the best and fullest I can make it and make the most of each second and opportunity that I have. And with this, I truly am having the time of my life. So having the once in a lifetime experience and opportunities that I've experienced so far in PT school and even before that to fulfill my dreams. And I'm enjoying every step in the process to get there. Not to mention it is the best song to dance to, especially at weddings.
Thank you. Fellow students, thank you for joining us in this interview. These are the candidates for Vice President for the 2021-2022 Student Assembly Board of Directors. All student members are able to cast their votes between October 7th and November 6th, and on the candidate webpage found on apta.org. Thank you again for joining us. Until we meet again.
Bye.